Alon, Wasalon, you're with the Nasty Pastor, and we're back with another chapter read from Ramses, the Son of Light, Volume 1, Series 1. You got what I'm saying? Look, we on chapter 5. Let me make sure that way I'm not telling you something wrong. Hold on, yeah, we're on chapter 5, and I just want to say this to you, you know what I mean? To understand the man, you must research the boy. So, we're into the adolescent age of a god, of a pharaoh, of one of our ancestors that ruled up in Kemet, up in Upper Africa, up in ancient Egypt. You got what I'm saying? Ruled, you know what I mean, with an iron fist, you know what I mean? I wasn't too pleased at the ending. You understand what I'm saying? At the ending of his era. But you must admit, you know what I mean, the land is beautiful. You know what I mean? It was beautiful in his time. You know, there was structures being built. There was a military that you just was not going to defeat. You feel what I'm saying? We were strong. We was very strong with man, but we was weak with the demiurge. You feel what I'm saying? Weak with the demiurge. And it's time for us to understand, you're not going to beat God. You're not going to beat the supreme being. You're not going to conquer the demiurge. You're just not. That is your alpha. That is your omega. You understand what I'm saying? Your beginning, your end. Look, you with the Nasty Pastor. You got what I'm saying? Like I said, we on another chapter read of Ramses, the Son of Light. Let's dive in. You got what I'm saying? True power, may be it, did lie deep in the haunted solitude of Sitar's desert home. Around them, soft hissing, Sitar was in the lead, striking the ground with a long staff. He walked toward a heap of stones. The bright moonlight transformed into a spirit fortress. Following his guide, Ramses had no sense of danger. Besides, he had the little pouches of first aid remedies that Sitar had strung on his belt. He stopped at the foot of the stone heap. My master lives here, Sitar revealed. He may not come out. He's afraid of strangers. Let's wait a while and pray. The young men sat cross-legged. The prince felt light, almost airborne, inhaling the sweet desert darkness. The star-studded night was his classroom now. A lithe and elegant outline appeared in the center of the stone heap. A gleaming black cobra, almost as long as a man, came out of its lair and reared majestically, wreathed in a silvery aura of moonlight. His head shook visibly, ready to strike. Sitar stepped forward. The black cobra hissed. The snake charmer motioned Ramses to move closer. Intrigued, the reptile swayed from side to side, which intruder to strike first. Taking 2 steps forward, Sitar was only a few feet from the cobra. Ramses followed. You are the master of the night. You make the earth bear fruit. Sitar intoned slowly, enunciating each syllable. He repeated the chant at least 10 times, urging Ramses to do the same. The melodic words seemed to calm the snake. Twice it reared up to strike, but stopped short of Sitar's face. When he put his hand on the snake's head, it froze. Ramses thought he could see the eyes glint red. Let's stop right there, you know what I mean? There are, you know what I mean? That's true that there are certain tones of sound that does charm a snake, does calm a snake down, does make a snake, how to put it, motionless. You feel what I'm saying? Motionless. You know what I mean? They have no motion. That's what I'm trying to say. So once again, and you might be tired of me saying this, if you're following my readings, if you're following my posts, you should understand that, you know, us Kemites, you feel what I'm saying? We found a way to control animals, to control the creatures of this earth. It is said in our Bible, in our scriptures, we have dominion over the creatures, the fowls of the earth. We have to figure out how to use them in a way of positivity. You get me? Positivity in a positive action, in a positive way, if we're going to charm them, if we're going to use them. They're not to, you know what I mean? They're not to be you know, just trampled over, you know, as you would do a human being. They're to be treated with care. They're your brothers. They're your sisters. You ever wonder, you ever thought to yourself, every animal creature that exists on this planet, you have two genders. Fish have, you know what I mean? Fish, you got male and female fish. Or I say it this way, there's something in the water that makes them have babies. You feel what I'm saying? There's something in the water. There's something that they're eating. So they have to be having sexual activities with another fish. Come on now. Come on. Cats, they come in male and female. Dogs, male and female. Gorillas, horses. There's not an animal I don't know that exists that does not have two genders. Roaches. Ants got it, because they reproduce. Anything that reproduce has to have a male organism and a female organism. Your turn, Prince. He reached out. The cobra struck. Ramses felt the touch of the fangs, repelled by the onion mixture. The snake did not bite down. Put your hand on his head. He held it there without flinching. The cobra seemed to back down. His outstretched fingers touched the black snake's hood. For a few moments, the master of the night submitted to the king's son. Satar pulled Ramses backwards. The cobra's strike faded into the distance. You should have ended it sooner, friend. Don't forget the forces of darkness are never vanquished. You have seen the Uranus on Pharaoh's crown, the sign of the cobra protecting Egypt. If the snake had struck again, then where would we be? And I just want to say this to you, you know what I mean? When you think about the desert, the snake lives where it's hot. So when you think about the intruders coming in and out of Kemet, Upper Africa, ancient Egypt, don't you think there probably was times that these snakes devoured the enemies, the intruders that was coming in? Do you really get what I'm saying to you? Man, if I put a snake pit around my home and you try to come in there, what's gonna happen to you? What's gonna happen to you with some venomous snakes? If I put a bunch of rock wowers around my home inside my gate, you open my gate up, what's gonna happen to you? You should have ended it sooner, friend. Don't forget that the forces of darkness are never vanquished. You have seen the Uranus on Pharaoh's crown, the sign of the cobra protecting Egypt. If the snake had struck again, then where would we be? Ramses, let's let out a long breath and gaze at the stars. You may be careless, but at least you're lucky. Satar told him there's no antidote for a cobra bite. So that would have been the end of his life. You feel what I'm saying? That would have been him. That would have been done. You get me? And it must be a how to say this? It must be a destiny, a walk in our culture this man, Ramses II, was to be a part of. You feel me? Was to be a part of. Because if he could have died that night, you feel me? He could have died the day, the Battle of Kadesh, but he's still, you get what I'm saying? He's still pushing on, he's still forging on, and nothing's changing. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing changing about what he's doing. When we speak of Satah and the message that Satah is giving me from what I'm reading, you know what I mean? You already you already has been guided by the devil, by Satan. You get what I'm saying? By that spirit. You get it now. You're already, you know what I mean? You're already in that. So I say to you, you know what I mean? Once again, you know what I'm saying? Figure it. You got me? Really, really figure it. You get it? Sometimes, you know, I've never known Satan to introduce itself to you. I've never known that. There's always someone pulling you around evil acts. You get it? There's always someone pulling you towards evil actions. Look, you've been with the nasty pastor. We just wrapped up chapter 5. You got what I'm saying? Our next chapter we'll be digging in is chapter 6. And we're at 11% of this book. And somehow I'm gonna push it to to end it in the year 2025. You got what I'm saying? So stay tuned, stay prepared, and let's keep forging, let's keep building, let's keep finding that soul, that mortal soul that will listen, that mortal soul that will allow you to plant the seed of righteousness in them. Look, I love you, and I'm out.